Use them dirty sewer shit. Damn fly. Should go to Korea. He's got a probe, so
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
I am here in the shadows.
Base is under attack.
State thy bidding.
Base is under attack.
You require my
Base is under attack.
I serve. Very well.
Base is under attack.
I am the voice.
Base is under attack.
Cold is the voice. State thy bidding. We are one with the shadows.
Base is under attack.
As you say. You require my...
Prismatic core online.
State thy... I am the voice of the Protoss.
Channel Zaknaku Afal.
I am the heart of darkness. I am the voice of the eclipse.
This vessel shall invade.
You require my skills.
It shall be done. Coordinating attack. Fate's prismatic core online. We are at full power. Paradakral.
Very wise. Veraku. Very well.
Zaknaku Afal. Channel the light device. This vessel shall invade. Undercool Urwa. Fate's crystal charged. You're at full power. This vessel shall channel the light device. Prismatic core online. Fate's crystal charged. Zaknaku Afal. Paradakral. Calibrate core phase. Process. Prismatic beams alight. You have full power. Fate's crystal charge. Zaknaku up. This vessel shall. We are at full power. Channel the light device. Prismatic core online. Annihilation commencing. Cast our shard.
Yo, he's pit.
Mineral field depleted.
He's a little sad because he got his ass whooped.
We channel the light of Io.
With strategy.
Knock. Phase crystals charged. This vessel. Mineral field depleted. Channel. You're at full power. Equal done. This vessel shall defend. Phase crystal charged. Naknaku Akbar. Channel the light of Io.
Got him. So,
Zaknaku Akbar. Mineral field depleted.
let's rewind it. Explain what's going on in this chaos of a game. Alright, so the first thing you gotta understand is we're playing in a PvP, right? So let's put this up right here, production tab. So in a PvP, we have a pylon right away, right? And we're gonna meet up in the middle. Now we don't always meet up in the middle as a PvP, but There is a chance that it's a cannon rusher or a gate or just a pylon scouter. You know, there's two type of players: pylon scouter and a cannon rusher. So this is either one, right? You don't know. You really don't know until you go over there and check. Right now it's a maybe. Now there is a way you can check. Usually the second probe comes out, you spot them right here. So when you see the second probe around this area take off, then it's a cannon rusher. Right? So that's how you can tell. Now on your side, what we're going to do is we're going to make a pylon and a forge, right? Because right now we're going to check. Okay, could be a cannon rusher, maybe, maybe not. Right? So we got that forge. And then we got the gateway. Remember what I said about the probe? We're going to catch them somewhere around this area. It's just the way it works. So you catch them around this area. Okay, second probe, it's a cannon rusher. Now the first probe, he's going to be busy coming over here and trying to check what's going on. This is caution territory. This is the area where you start getting into caution mode, right? You use your unit, you're controlling it, you're going to start getting ready. So this is the time where you have an opportunity to get his blind spot. His blind spot, you can steal the gases. Now the other part is you see that he's going forge. He's not getting a gateway at all. So this is a very committed cannon rush when they don't have their gateway for a follow-up, because you want to have a follow-up when you cannon rush. So this is why we're gonna make a gateway right here. So we make a gateway because we're walling off. Now when we wall off, we're going to keep the probe from getting inside. You don't want the probe going inside because he's going to make pylons and try to cannon rush you. I mean, he's already committing. So, you know, you'll make a pylon right here, try to cannon right here, or wall this. He'll do something sometimes, depending on the map, where if he gets inside and makes a pylon somewhere, it's going to be very complicated, you know, because now you're focusing over here instead of over here, and you're, you know, so best thing, you know, is get the gateway, get the probe. Now here on this side, for you as a cannon rusher, right? I'm cannon rushing still. At least at the moment, I'm cannon rushing until I find out what I'm doing. So what we end up doing is we send the probe out, right? And notice how my probe isn't attacking his probe. That's because I really do need the probe on this side as soon as possible. In case I do cannon rush, in case I go, you know what, your position, your placements are kind of like you're making it where it's easier for me to like cannon rush you, right? But then there's a way where you might lose a probe and you're like, oh, I just need one more probe to get that finish it off, or whatever it might be. So that's why I'm sending it, and I'm not attacking this probe. If the probe makes a pylon right here to make cannons right here, because I'm making a forge, all I have to do is make one cannon right here. One cannon right here will shut off the cannon rush. So he'll have to do something else. So during this time, this is his focus stage, right? He comes up, he's scouting, he's looking down, he's like, can't get in there. Let me try to make a pylon. This is where he's thinking, what should I do? On my side, instead of cannon rushing, right? We came out, we saw, okay, he is cannon rushing. So you don't want to normally cannon rush and cannon rush. You don't want to do, oh, I'm going to cannon rush you and you cannon rush me. What you want to do is you want to go to the next stage. Now we already know that I already got gateway, right? That's the difference between his cannon rush versus a cannon rush, not a exact cannon rusher. So we got the gateway. We're taking his gas, right? So now we're gonna take our gas. But what the Protoss likes to do is they like to make a nexus if you steal their gas, because that way they got probes, they get more workers, eventually they'll get more gas, and then they'll get enough just barely to hold it, but then they'll be on 2 base, right? So the next thing you want to do after you steal the gas, you go over here, you steal the pylon right here. Now I should have made it maybe just a little bit further out just to force the cannon a little further, but either way, he wants to make a nexus. I'm not allowing him to make a nexus. Go, nope. So he makes a cannon to take the pylon off, right? And then he comes over here and says, hey, I'm gonna make a nexus after I take out your pylon with my cannon, since I have nothing else to kill you with. and I don't want to send workers over there, and that's going to take care of that. I'm going to get a nexus, but I'm going to keep you from making a nexus, Mr. Brute Protoss, by making a pylon and cannons, right? And that's why you have to have a probe outside the map. I have two, just in case. I have the one that's the secondary in case this one dies, to do whatever it needs to. If I need to continue the cannon rush, I'll cannon rush. If I need to go and expand, I'll expand. If I need a proxy, I'll proxy, right? So we have this part because you walled yourself out. Now you didn't really wall yourself out. You can get out anyways without breaking all this stuff. You can push your way out. So that's always an option. So cannon right here, we made it really quick just in case he's gonna all of a sudden make 3 cannons at a, you know, just all of a sudden just boom boom boom, like, oh, okay, there you go, you're committing. You want to at least have the cannon up already so you can start shutting down the cannons. Now if the cannons are up and yours is up too, but yours is a little quicker, but they have 3, it's like, oh, he has 3, I only have 1. All you have to do is make sure you kill that probe. If the probe has to go up and scout, if you can actually kill the probe, which is not that hard, you just gotta make sure you target it when it gets up the ramp to C. You kill the vision, and then you waste so much cannons. So that's what this cannon's for, to kill the probe on the choke for the vision. So now we got the cannon killing this, right? So he can make his nexus. Right, so this is what he wanted to do earlier. We slowed that down. Very important that we slow that down, because he's gonna want his gas, and now he has to wait to kill this to get the gas. So now he has to wait this long to get the gas, and I've been collecting gas. See this, like getting that gas. Now in this stage right here, I saw cannons right here, and there's 2 things that could happen. When someone builds cannons right here, it's one way is denying the expansion from happening. You keep the Protoss from, now he has to make like 5 stalkers, 6 stalkers, right, to kill this off. And then with the 6 stalkers, now that you spent so many units, so much money on resources on stalkers, now those stalkers killed this up, but you're gonna have an even later expansion. And he's gonna have a faster expansion because you're gonna still have to need like what, 3 more stalkers just to get that killed, right? So that's what he's doing right here, and so that's why you switch it over to the Stargate. You go for Stargate play because you got the gas. So the Stargate play is because you did the gas play. You stole his gas and you went for your gas, so you can go straight Stargate to go to his base and take this out. And the reason why I made the pylon block is to delay this, so that when I do that, it's not gonna be him with that much gas. You get me? So that's where we're at right now. Now right here, he kept committing because he kept like going, okay, you don't have enough stalkers to kill my cannons, so what I'll do is I'll just make more cannons, and you just have to keep killing them and killing them, and I'll make more workers and more minerals in the longer time than you getting your stalkers, because what he's going to want to do is get a battery shield and protect the front eventually, and then get a robo or something, you know, or get his own air. In his case, he wanted to go air. Yeah, he's just making you work for it. Like he wants you to like just spend so much time on this area, and you're slowly getting you know, out macroed if you just keep, you know, your eye on this right here. But my eye isn't on that. I have a strategy, I have a direction. He just doesn't understand. See how the cannon's right here, and you got the battery shield. So the cannon's gonna, with the battery shield, supposed to keep the cannon protected, so that your stalkers, the 5-6 stalkers that it took you to kill those, and you decide to go over to his base and go, oh, I'm gonna go attack him, and then you're gonna still make a nexus, but it's late nexus, and he has 2 bases with double Stargate Void Raids, and you just like had 5 stalkers that just didn't do enough to kill this off, so you had to back off. That's what he wants. That's what this player wants to do. And then you just go all the way around it, because we're no noobs. Kill the battery shield. I have the stalker right here in case I need to back up to the void raids and then get the void raids and stalkers to attack. So they're just right here just in case. And the next thing you want to do after you take out the stargates, definitely you don't have to go back and forth the probes. Kill the cybernetics core. Kill the threat. No more cybernetics core. Now you have to make another cybernetics core in order to get more stalkers, but that's going to be a while. So you just kill that cybernetics core. You can see that stalker right here disappear right now. Oh, the second stalker just disappeared because the cybernetics core is gone, so no more second stalker. He just went back to the Stone Age. Well, GG. I know, after he tried to cheese me, he called me a piece of shit.